Just recently, Oscar De La Hoya was forced to pull out of his boxing match with Vitor Belfort due to COVID-19. 58-year-old Evander Holyfield recently stepped up on short notice and will square off with the former UFC champion. Here's some footage of Evander Holyfield at the open workout. Michael Bisping reacted and tweeted, "Fighters by nature are brave. That's why managers, coaches and commissions are there to protect them from themselves. This fight shouldn't be happening." A fan tweeted at Michael Bisping saying, "I'm 53 and this bothers me a lot to see this. Please don't tell me Vito can juice up on TRT again for this fight. The champ shouldn't be doing this. It's terrible." Michael Bisping replied back saying he's 100% juiced up. 100%. Dustin Poirier recently reflected on his loss to Khabib Nurmagomedov at UFC 242, which happened 2 years ago. He posted this on his Instagram with the caption, "2 years ago today, I walked off the stage after the press conference. I was heartbroken and unsure of my future. Today I'm preparing for the chance to wrap gold around my waist at the end of the year. Keep grinding and chase your dreams. Let them doubt." Khabib commented on the post saying, "One more step, Dustin. Good luck." Derek Brunson recently mentioned that he wants his rematch with Israel Adesanya in his backyard in New Zealand. He tweeted, "What needs to happen is Israel Adesanya vs Derek Brunson 2 in Auckland, New Zealand. The statement I need to make needs to be done in his backyard." He followed up with, "Israel Adesanya beats Derek Brunson 1 out of 10 times. Blonde Brunson beats Israel Adesanya 10 out of 10. I'll ground and pound him or submit him inside 2 rounds. Bet the house." Top strawweight contender Carla Esparza recently reacted to Zhang Weili getting an immediate title shot. Carla Esparza last defeated Yan Xiaonan by TKO and is currently riding a 5-fight winning streak. She posted this on her Instagram with the caption, "I've worked many years to find my way back to a title shot. I have faith good things will come. And in the meantime, I will use this time to strength build and skill build. May the best woman win. I got next." A 5-round middleweight bout between Paulo Costa vs Marvin Vettori has been officially announced for a UFC Fight Night card on October 23rd. Paulo Costa is coming off a TKO loss to Israel Adesanya, and Marvin Vettori is coming off a unanimous decision loss to also Israel Adesanya.
Just a little bit hard. Yeah. Your turn, mate. Happy birthday, dear Francis. Happy birthday to
Michael Bisping on the Believe in Me podcast gives his thoughts on Darren Till's submission loss to Derek Brunson.
Alright, Darren Till, commiserations, man. I was gutted for him. Listen, of course, I've got to be impartial, which I feel I do a good job of, but I can't help. He's a friend of mine. We have a relationship, and I talk to him, and now actually we do some business together on something else. But may the best man win. That's always what it comes down to. May the best man win. And you can't deny that on Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, whichever, Derek Brunson was the better man. He was the better man. The fight came down to whether or not Darren can keep the fight on the feet. That simplifies it greatly, but that's essentially the crux of the matter. That's what it was. And reality was Darren couldn't keep the fight on the feet. He looked dangerous in the 3rd round. He almost finished him, which is just what Derek Brunson does. The amount of times Derek Brunson has almost been finished and then somehow grabs an ankle pick and then turns it to a single leg and then turns it into a takedown. It's mind-blowing, but that's what he does, and that's what he did in the 3rd round. But in the 1st round, when he got on top, and I was worried for Darren there. I thought he was close to a stoppage. They were heavy shots that Brunson was hitting him with. But Darren showed a lot of heart surviving that. But in round 2, he got the takedown again, and he couldn't get back to his feet. And in round 3, we saw the finish. After the fight, and we'll get into Brunson in a minute because Brunson deserves attention. You know what I mean? He does. He had a great fight, and he's on a 5-fight win streak and closing in on a title shot. And well done, Derek Brunson. I went to see Darren backstage afterwards. I wanted to, just chat to him man to man. And he was in the bathroom with his coach, and I walked in, and obviously he's pissed off, and we had a chat. And turns out, and Tom told me this as well, because they trained together, he never wrestled once the entire training camp. Not one single wrestling practice. And I was like, what the? He tore his ACL 10 weeks ago. Seriously, tore it fully tore his ACL, and he wanted to pull out the fight. Everyone advised him to pull out the fight, but he had to pull out the Vettori one with a broken collarbone, and he didn't want to pull out again. He'd been away. And of course, confidence is your best friend, but your worst enemy as well. And he had the confidence thing, screw it. I'm still good enough. I can beat Derek Brunson like this. So he didn't do any training, and he just worked around the knee and did everything he could. That's why a lot of people said he looked a little soft on the scale and stuff. I never said that, but that narrative was going around, and well, now it makes sense. I haven't spoken to him about it, but now it makes sense because he wasn't doing all the stuff you need to do. And with a torn ACL, or I don't know if it's completely torn or partially torn, pardon me, but even if it's just partially torn, you can't be wrestling. You can't do that. It's just too strenuous on the knee. So I'm not making an excuse for Darren, and I'm not taking away from Derek's performance. But that is, and I said it to Darren, I said, well, it's not an excuse, but it is a reason. It is a reason. Granted, Derek Brunson went in apparently with messed up ribs as well. It's the way it goes in this sport. You know what I mean? Nobody goes. So it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, but it does give a little bit of understanding as to why, the takedown defense was lacking.
Someone he gave her a kiss. It's no big deal. Yeah, that's how Charlie says goodbye. Some people shake hands, some people wave. My brother darts his tongue in and out of your mouth.
Woo!
Derek Brunson and Sirius XM responds to Israel Adesanya's tweets after his win over Darren Till.
Hey, listen, I explained this earlier. If I'm a bum, if I'm an easy fight, I put to you like this. If somebody came to you and said, scratch this ticket off, it's $50,000 or $200,000 behind it. You're not gonna say, hey, no, give me another card. I wanna find the hardest one. You're gonna scratch that card off and get your 50, all right? So if I'm a bum, if I'm an easy fight, make your easy money. But if I'm not, keep making excuses why you don't want to fight me. You know what I mean? Like every fighter, I know how fighters think. They're going to take easy fights. If I was an easy fight, he'd be like, yeah, keep talking, Derek. I'd love to fight you. I hope the UFC makes the fight. But if you're going to be dismissive, then that lets me know that I got you right where I want to. And eventually, I'm going to keep knocking that door down until there's going to be no choice but for me to fight.
All right. Shit looks alright. Really good at drawing. Who would have thought? Should I add foreskin or no foreskin? Cleaner. My lines are a lot cleaner now. All just reps, bro. I learned so fast. Bro, you should see this, bro. This is... Hell, I'm actually quite impressed.
What's up, everybody? This is my favorite spot right there. I don't know, this is Lele Evie, the beach park, but this is always called Sober Pond to us, so that's the name. There's a couple different ice ponds, cold ponds, but this is Sober Pond. This is the one.
How cold do you think it is?
Jeez.